choose what kind of a nation we're going to have. They have all the information they need. I think this group here has chosen as my president. But there are a few folks that have not. And so I want them to think about how they make this choice, because they have the information they need. This, you know, if the president were to be reelected, he will not be able to work with Congress.
That's what I told you.
Don't care what he says right now. We have 4 years of record to look at. And of course, he's burned a lot of bridges there. He ignored Congress. He attacks Congress. He demonizes Congress. They're not going to sit down and work together. And we're going to face another one of these debt ceiling limits. And there's going to be a threat of a shutdown or a threat of a default of some kind. And that, of course, sends chills throughout the economy and costs jobs. The president just cannot work with Congress to finally get the job done. He says he would. He said he would before, he didn't.
When the event ends.
I have a very different view. I actually take him at his word. Because he said the other day that he can't change Washington from the inside. That's why we're going to put him on the outside on November 6th. If I'm elected, when I'm elected president, I am going to reach across the aisle and find good Democrats and good Republicans that care more about the country than care about politics. We have got to do that. I'll be ready with leadership, Democrat leadership, Republican leadership. We have got to get America on track and get beyond these extraordinary partisan divides that have kept us from accomplishing what needs to be done. There are other differences between us, people. If the president were to be reelected, well, you know he's going to continue his war on coal. You know he's going to continue pushing back on oil and natural gas. It just seems to be in the nature of some in his party not to want to support carbon-based sources of energy. I'll take America in a very different track. I want to take advantage of the energy resources we have to get good jobs for the American people. If the president's re-elected, I think you understand, he will continue to promote government and he'll demote business. I actually like business. You know about the president's approach because we've seen it now. I mean, he put together a jobs council. These were people he picked from industries around the country, brought them in to give them advice as to how to create jobs. Do you know how long it's been since he met with the jobs council? 9 months. Can you imagine that? 9 months. Let me tell you. Well, first of all, I like business, and I'm going to have a lot of people offering advice, but I know a good deal about it myself to begin with. That'll help the president. And I want to help. I was yesterday in Richmond, Virginia, and met a woman there named Rhoda Elliott. Rhoda has been running her family business, Bill's Barbecue. I think she said it had as many as 12 restaurants at one point, 200 employees. It's gotten smaller and smaller and smaller. When I was with her yesterday, she said we're closing down for good. After 82 years, was it 62 or 82? Well, one of the two. After 62 or 82 years in business, she's closing down. And she said she's doing it because of the regulations, the taxes, Obamacare, and the Obama economy. And there are hundreds of thousands of her like her out there. I want to help them, and I will help them, and I'll help her as well. If the president's elected, he's going to talk about all the wonderful things he'll do in education to help your kids have greater schools. But you know that when push comes to shove, he's going to listen to the people that put the big dollars in his campaign, and that's the public sector unions. When I'm president, I'm going to help the people who don't have a union to help them, the parents and the kids, and make sure they have a voice. And we finally have a chance to see which schools are succeeding and failing and give